So I want to do another reading, and I haven't done this before, and again, it's getting outside of your comfort zone and trying something new, but I usually can tap into, because I'm part of this collective, tap into what we're experiencing and what what the cards mean in terms of when it's a personal thing. But when it comes to tapping into what someone else is thinking about you, that's different. So I want to give it a try and see how it goes. But basically what I want to ask is the person on your mind, what are they feeling towards you right now? How do they feel about you right now? So I'm going to try to interpret it in terms of love. So yeah, let's do this. Creator, spirit guide, angels, ancestors, this collective spirit guides that I'm tapping into, please help us to find out, to tap into the energy of the person on the mind, the person on the collective's mind, and what they're feeling about this person, about this beautiful collective. What is the person on the collective's mind feeling about this beautiful collective? Okay, I'm just going to shuffle off. Okay, I'll shuffle and see what comes out. Hold on, this might take a while. So first card we got was Eight of Pentacles in reversed. So what the Eight of Pentacles means is that can indicate feelings of frustration, difficulty in learning or mastering a skill, and potential lack of motivation or dedication in pursuing a goal. It suggests that progress might be slower or more challenging than expected, and a deeper commitment and effort might be needed to achieve a desired outcome. So I can read this on a personal level, but when it comes to love, what I think this means, what I feel that it means, is that the person right now that you are thinking of is feeling frustrated, is having difficulty. Maybe they're going on a healing journey as well, and they're having difficulty mastering that skill. Like they see the collective, us, most of us are on social media or somewhere from when they're able to see us. And they're seeing us glow. They're seeing us tap into our superpowers. They're seeing us master the healing journey, and they're frustrated with themselves because they're not mastering the healing journey. And it's like they're probably frustrated because they feel like they're not mastering themselves and they lack the motivation, and they're feeling probably in their feelings still, like they're feeling defeated from past heartbreak, from whatever they're going through on a personal level, either the heartbreak of this relationship, heartbreak of a karmic partner who destroyed them, who made them not trust in love, but they fell in love when they met us. This is probably a past partner that you've already had a connection with, and this is how I'm interpreting it. That's probably someone that you already had a connection with, and then you went through separation, and you guys both went on an isolation healing journey. But the feminines, especially if it's a divine connection, the divine feminine is usually like 8 to 9 months higher up, like faster at their healing journey than the masculine. So by us doing the work is how they heal. So there's red threads connected to each of us, and when we do the work, they get better at their stuff. So right now what they're feeling is they want to pursue you. They want to be able to feel like they're completely healed to come forward, because they don't want to come into your life and disrupt you if they're not healed and they're not mentally in a place where they've healed the trauma, where they have self-worth, where they believe in themselves, right? And it could be also that they're going through a transition of work. Maybe they decided to let go of that job that was stressful towards them, and they're actually pursuing their passion, and they're not mastering it yet, and they're frustrated with themselves as well. So I think that it's like what's frustrating them is that they want commitment, but it's going at a slower pace, that they're still not ready for that deeper level of commitment yet. And it's frustrating them because they want to be in our presence. They want to be near you, but they're like, oh, I'm not there yet. And the collective is so much more far ahead than me. So they have this frustration and this lack of motivation that like, am I ever going to get there, or am I always going to be stuck like this? So I love when this happens, because I said I wanted to do a love reading, and Spirit was like, don't worry, I'll give you confirmation to say that this is a love reading. So we got the Lovers, but it's in reverse. So I'm just going to read what the Lovers mean. Is that it means that typically suggests disharmony, conflict, or a lack of alignment in relationships or personal decisions. It can indicate a one-sided relationship where one person is giving more than they receive, or fear of vulnerability preventing connection. This card may warn of potential betrayal or the need to revisit and make better choices. So when it comes the question that I asked is, how does this person feel about this collective, right? So the first one was they feel frustrated. They feel like they want to commit, but they're just not there yet. Mentally, they're just not there yet to commit. And then the second one, which relates to this one, is that they're still this lovers. They're feeling conflict. Like the relationship might have had some conflict, and that's what they're reminiscing on. That's what they're focusing on, is the conflict that happened and the lack of alignment that separated you guys, that you weren't ready to be in that fully committed relationship with each other. And then it's based on personal decisions, right? Personal decisions on their part, personal decisions on your part. And this is what this is what basically made it from being upright to downright. It's because of all these things that have happened in the past, which made it not possible for you to be together. But if it's a divine relationship, it was meant to happen like that. And what's meant to be will never pass you by. It will come back. If you're doing the work and you're doing the healing and you're taking aligned action and you're gaining self-love, you'll always get what's meant for you. If it's not that person, it'll be someone else new who's in line with this new version of you. So it's either that they feel that you were giving more in this relationship and they weren't able to give you what you wanted in this relationship, and they're reflecting on that, or it represents that they feel like they were giving you more than what you were giving them in this relationship. Or it could also mean that in a karmic relationship that they were in before, or they could be in one now, that they're realizing that this person, they gave more to this person than that person was ever able to give to them. And with you, you were giving so much to them, and they didn't know how to appreciate that because they were so used to being the giver and not getting back what they gave in the relationship. Oh my God, I'm not even going to say that word, but you know what I'm talking about. So maybe they're worried that they're going to betray you because they're not in a good mental state based on the last card. Or they feel like you're going to betray them because you've done all this healing, and maybe you're not going to wait for them and put up with their skeletons or their lack of being at the level that you're at. So they're like, oh, she's just going to leave me because I'm not there yet. Or she's too good to, like, they put you on a pedestal that they think you're too good for them. So of course this relationship is not going to work in the long run once she finds out who I am and all these skeletons that I have in my closet. But they don't know that you do feel deeply for them, and you have a strong intuition, and you can see through them that you fell in love with them with those skeletons in the closet. You didn't fall in love with them because of the mask they were wearing. You fell in love with them because you saw the true person who they were. You saw their childlike nature that they don't allow other people to see. So you saw through them, and they don't realize that. They thought that you fell in love with the mask of them, but no, it was quite the opposite. So these first three cards are all reverse cards. It's crazy because it's like, I feel the energy of like, that's what the masculine is going through right now. So we got another card of the Fool, right? And what the Fool means is that the Fool in reversed in Taurus suggests that taking a step back and reassessing your path, cautioning against impulsive or reckless actions. It can also indicate a lack of grounding, potentially leading to delays or setbacks. Instead of rushing into new ventures, the reverse Fool encourages mindful consideration, reflection on goals, and seeking guidance to ensure a more thoughtful and purposeful approach. So if you had a relationship that basically went from 0 to 100 and was very impulsive on both ends, and you've started healing that impulsiveness and really thinking through your decisions, your masculine's thinking the same, because like I said, you're a red thread and you're connected to each other. So your masculine is probably thinking that, okay, I can't act impulsively, like I want to be close to this feminine, but I know there's all these things that I need to work on, all these mindsets that I need to get over, right? I need to gain self-worth, to not think that there's going to be betrayal, and I need to have the courage to go forward. And so their masculine, the reason why it's in reverse is because they're really fighting themselves from making an impulsive, reckless decision and not thinking through their approach when coming forward. So they feel like they want to come forward, but they don't want to do something. So it's like they feel like they want to rush in, but they're stopping themselves. Like their heart wants to rush in, but their mind is saying, no, stop, have consideration, reflect on the reason why you're coming in. Don't just do it because you're missing your person. No, see what the long-term goals are. Is this someone I want to commit to? Is this my future wife or husband or whatever it is? So it's like they want to rush in, but they're holding themselves back because they're supposed to reflect and seek guidance to ensure a more thoughtful and purposeful approach. So the fact that they haven't rushed in yet, that means that they